Oh, so you can't afford to buy me a present for Christmas this year?
I'm beginning to wish that I had Revoice, just because I'm tired of spending more than I should and getting less than I could. It's cheaper than my other phone for sure. I'm beginning to wish that I had Revoice. It's the very best choice. And the happiest thing I'll see are the features that are free. That's why I've got Revoice.
Isn't it time you upgrade your home phone? Sign up for Revoice today, and you can win great weekly prizes and a brand new Honda CR-V from Nassau Motor Company. Get Revoice home phone for as low as $14.99 a month. Rejoice this Christmas with Revoice.
Good evening, Bahamas. You're tuned into MB12, broadcasting from Cable 12 Studios on Robinson Road. Coming up tonight in news, police reveal armed robberies have spiked, although many other serious crimes have decreased. Southwestern police officers warn about a spike in armed robberies as the holidays approach. Trade unions threaten to take action next week unless government intervenes on the Elizabeth Thompson matter. Plus, how you can score free tickets to the Election 2012 play. We've got those stories and so much more coming up. I'm Paige McCartney, and MB12 starts right now. Welcome once again to MB12. The most recent crime statistics made public by Commissioner of Police Allison Greenslade today showing a decline in all but 3 areas of crime. Christina McNeil was there as he explained what the statistics mean and how police plan to reduce crime in certain areas. Here's her report.
With just 1 month left in the year, police say overall crime in the country is down 6% compared to the same period last year from January 1st to November.
According to the statistics, there were 10,504 crimes reported in 2011 and 9,853 reported during the same period in 2012 for a 6% decline. Murder is down 12% in the country during the same period. 110 murders were reported in 2011 and 97 were reported up to November 8, 2012. From January 1st to November 8, 2011, there were 95 murders recorded on New Providence. 80 murders have been recorded during that same period so far in 2012, a 16% decline. Meanwhile, Grand Bahama saw a 38% hike in reported murders on that island. 8 were reported in 2011 during the period in question. 11 have been reported during the same period in 2012. Overall, Commissioner Greenslade says he is pleased with the results so far this year.
Overall crime is down nationally by 6%. For the period that I've just indicated. You will see significant decreases in every single category of crimes against property and in all categories of crimes against persons, with the one exception being armed robberies, where we're having some challenges. In Grand Bahama, significant overall decreases, far exceeding New Providence, the Family Island, giving a very good account of themselves, the Family Islands, and of course, overall, the picture now is turning in a more, certainly is being presented in a more positive way.
However, armed robbery saw the largest increase over the reported period. In 2011, there were 804 reports of armed robbery from January 1st to November 8th. In 2012, that figure jumped to 951, an 18% increase. Earlier this year, the Commissioner and Minister of National Security, Dr. Bernard Nottage, came under fire for changes to the way crime statistics were being reported by police. Today, Greenslade explained why the process has changed and what members of the public can expect moving forward.
Internationally, there might be an organization that might determine I'm going to group murder and attempted murder, add those figures, do the math, and you get a higher per capita murder rate. Again, it has negative implications for the country. And so I have to be guided as a commissioner by what is happening internationally. Look at what is best practice and that's not quite best practice. There's a lot of work to be done because there's some back conversion that is necessary. This will not disappear, it'll just be shown in a different report. So if I was showing you persons charged, that is where you would pick that up. When you see these in January, you're going to have far more than you got before. That was the promise I made to you. And you will appreciate it, because it will be much more detailed. Because statistics are supposed to inform you, and it should help us to make better policy decisions.
Commissioner Greenslade says part of the success in reducing crime is saturation patrols throughout New Providence.
Since we've launched our Saturation Patrols initiative, our dictate has been, and I use the word forthrightly dictate, is that they should stop and search people that they reasonably suspect to be committing crimes in our communities and on our streets. And sometimes that is arbitrarily referred to as stop and search. So you will see also a category indicating the amount of times that we stopped a vehicle with people that we were reasonably suspicious about and found a weapon.
To assist in that end, police today unveiled 20 of the 30 new interceptor vehicles that will hit the streets in saturation patrols beginning today. Each vehicle cost government about $25,000 landed, plus an additional $14,000 to $15,000 to outfit with the latest state-of-the-art modern crime-fighting equipment. Most of the vehicles will remain on New Providence. The remainder will be sent to Grand Bahama. Reporting for NB12, I'm Christina McNeil.
Well, in recent years, the Southwestern District has been plagued with residential and commercial robberies. Officers say the holiday season often brings an increase of those crimes in that area, but police in that area say they're determined to see the number of robberies decrease from double to single digits. Our Jasmine Bonamy reports.
Officers from the Southwestern Division were out in full force today, saying that they want to clamp down on the number of armed robberies and house breakings in the area as the Christmas season heats up. The Southwestern Division is one of the largest policing divisions in the country, with thousands of residents living and working there. According to police, the district has more than 100 communities, but there has also been a considerable boom in the business district in recent years. With more homes and businesses to target, police say the area has become somewhat of an attraction to criminals.
We have, on an average, a month, anything between 6 and 10 break-ins. But we're trying to bring that down as best as we can.
Since the area sees hundreds of robberies and break-ins each year, police are looking to be proactive in the fight against crime this holiday season. Acting head of the Southwestern Division and Director of Fire Services, Superintendent Walter Evans, led a team of officers in the community. They spoke with business owners and residents about their concerns.
We are readjusting and realigning our resources. And so you see, this is one example today. You can look at the number of officers that we have today. As a prime example, we have about 45 officers who will engage in this initiative, and that's only for the Carmichael district just for today.
NB12 spoke with business owners and employees at stores in the Southwest Plaza today. General Manager of CBS Bahamas, Brent Burrows, says this will be the store's second year in this location. Burrows says security is a major concern in the area.
When we were designing and building this store in 2011, the security was a huge issue on our agenda and in our budget. And we have to be concerned about security, first of all, for our staff, and secondly, for our customers. You know, we can always replace the money and the goods or whatever, but we need to make sure that our staff and our customers not only are safe, but they feel safe when they come into the plaza.
Co-owner of Star General Insurance, Laverne Pinder, says she was happy to see the police presence, but noted it's important for store owners to also look after their own security.
We're very thrilled to see the presence of the police for these past few days, and if that continues, as a group, we're going to get together and form our own strategy. And so we'll just tell any would-be robbers, stay out of Star General, because they might just get what they're looking for when they come in here.
Now, Evans adds that police will launch additional initiatives during the holiday season that include increasing saturation patrols in the area. They also plan to walk through area neighborhoods to speak with residents. Reporting for NB12, I'm Jasmine Bonamy.
And in other news, nearly a month after hundreds of union members stormed the Bahamas Telecommunications Company headquarters, leaders of the Trade Union Congress and the National Congress of Trade Unions are threatening to turn up the heat on BTC. This after their attempts to have terminated BTC manager Elizabeth Thompson reinstated failed. The two umbrella unions held a joint news conference at BCPOU headquarters this morning. They say they will mobilize tens of thousands of members of the trade union movement if the government doesn't intervene, Vonique Toot reports.
Leaders of the two umbrella unions are threatening to take action if Elizabeth Thompson is not reinstated. They say they could call on their 60,000 members to withdraw their labor as early as next week.
Trade unions know exactly what they have to do. I like to visit the place and stay there for a little bit and invite the Bahamian public and all working people to be there. We can't allow that to happen.
Thompson was terminated last month. She served as a senior manager in the Bahamas Telecommunications Company's legal department for the past 4 years and was recently elected vice president of its managers union. Company officials felt it was a clear conflict of interest. Executives from BTC and the Bahamas Communications and Public Managers Union have met with labor officials in recent weeks as part of the conciliation process. However, President of the National Congress of Trade Unions, Jennifer Isaacs-Dotson, says those talks have reached an impasse. She's giving government until the weekend to intervene.
Well, I think there is always a process to be followed, and we have allowed the natural process to follow in reference to the conciliation that has already happened. And we also feel that the government of the Bahamas, who has 49% of the shares, can also intervene in this matter. So we're asking now for them to intervene and to ensure that Ms. Thompson is reinstated. So we just want to make sure that we have dotted our I's and crossed our T's, that in the case that we have to withdraw our labor, that we have done due diligence to this process and that we have covered all the bases. We will probably give them until the weekend and see what happens.
Labor Minister Shane Gibson has publicly spoken out against Thompson's termination. However, union leaders say government has not gotten involved. Trade Union Congress President Obie Ferguson accused BTC of dismissing Thompson outside the terms of the industrial agreement, something Isaacs-Dotson called an attack on the trade union movement. Ferguson says they'll march from BCPOU headquarters to BTC's headquarters if they have to.
Their position is very simple. They're saying they have the right to do what they did. But that's fundamentally against the labor movement. So as a matter of principle, even if we didn't want to do it, we are compelled to do it in the interest of the movement, if it becomes necessary. If it becomes necessary, after consultation with the president of the NCTU, the labor movement, and those who are not unionized, we will be asking them to join us at BCPOU Hall and then on to BTC.
Ferguson and Isaacs-Dotson say they have the support of more than 40 trade unions, which come under the two umbrella unions. President of BTC's managers union, Talbot Colley, was noticeably absent from this morning's news conference. Officials refused to explain his absence, simply saying that this matter is now bigger than one union. Reporting for MB12, I'm Vonique Toot.